Hello, welcome to JavaScript course. In this section, we are going to be learning about data types in JavaScript. Before we start writing code, let us go through some theories. What is data types? Data types defines the type of values that can be assigned to a variable. Let us list some data types. Numbers. Numbers are divided into integers and floating numbers. Integers. Integers are whole numbers, i.e., numbers without decimal places. Examples 10, 20, 15, etc. Floating numbers. Floating numbers are numbers with decimal places. Examples 10.5, 8.6, 20.35, etc. String. String is a sequence of one or more characters that may consist of letters, numbers, or symbols enclosed in a double or single quotes. Examples: hello world, Lexus RS 350, John, etc. Boolean. Boolean is a data type that can only have one of two possible values, true or false. Other data types in JavaScript are user-defined data types like arrays and objects. JavaScript is not strongly typed. Unlike other programming languages like Java, C#, etc., JavaScript is not strongly typed. What that means is, a variable in JavaScript can allow assignment of different data types. If you are new to this channel, please click on the subscribe button and the notification bell to get new video updates from us. Let us create a new file in Visual Studio Code. New file. Let's name our file app.jx. Alright, so here we are going to save it in our C drive and in the tutorial folder. Let me do this. Let num equals to 1. Alright, so here we saved 1 in this variable. Now this one is data in JavaScript. So the question is, what is the type of this data 1? Alright, so that is the idea. So we save different type of values in our variables. So what are these different types of values called? What are their types? So that's what data types actually means in JavaScript. For instance, we can have age 18. We can have name. Let's say name is John Doe. All right, then let is the student. This can either be true or false, of course. Let's say is a day student, so let's leave it as true. So also let us have average score, .5. All right, these are different values assigned to variables. Here in age variable we assigned 18. Here we assigned the student name, which is John Doe. Here we assigned a true Of course, we can also assign false, but here, because the student is a day student, we assign true. Then also we assign a decimal or a floating number to the student's average score. So as you can see, these are different data types. All right, so here, like we said in our theories, we have different data types. So 18 is of data type integer. All right, integer. All right, John Doe is of type string. Okay, so this true, this value here is of type boolean. Okay, then this is floating numbers. So whatever value you are saving in JavaScript is either going to be integers, strings, boolean, floating number, plus of course some user defined data, which we are also going to be looking at in this section. So integers are whole numbers. All right, numbers like 10, 20, I mean numbers without decimal places, 30, just about any numbers. All right, that do not have decimal places. All right, so also strings are combination of characters. All right, in double quotes. All right, single quotes is also valid for JavaScript. You can all right, put a string within a double quote or a single quote. So that's that for that. So a string can even contain numbers. For instance, John Doe is 10. All right, or even a number when it is within double quotes is actually a string. Boolean is either the value true or the value false. So the value true or the value false. Okay, so note that. So also floating numbers, right? These are numbers with decimal places. Any number with decimal places are called floating numbers. All right, so let's quickly console this so that it becomes clearer to you. Once we console all of this, all right, you see for the age we have 18, which is an integer. For the name we have all of this. So remember what I said, that all of this is a single value saved in name variable. So that's why you have John Doe is 10 as a single value saved in name variable. So the boolean true is what we saved here. All right, so we also have the decimal number or floating number 10.5. Like I said, we can also have values like let students, okay, value like object. This is an object. So now we can now say within this, can I say name of the student, let's say John Doe still, and age 17. All right, so this is another data type, but this is user defined. arrays. Okay, we can say list of students. All right, and say John, Felix, okay, Evans. All right, so initially from our theory we said JavaScript is not strongly typed. So let's look at what that means. For instance, we have name be John Doe. All right, just as we did before, John Doe. So now let's console this to the screen. Console.log. All right, name. All right, so so we have it display. So now this variable is saving type string. Like we said, this is type string. Now why we say JavaScript is not strongly typed is that in other programming languages like Java, C#, haven't declared name to be of type string by saving string into it or assigning string into it. You can not now save another type of integer into that same variable. All right, if you do this in other programming languages like Java, C#, you are going to get an error. But JavaScript allows you to do this. You can first save a string into a variable and again save another type like integers or boolean into that same variable. Integer and save, then node app. Okay, all right, so we have 18 displayed. So here you can more like swap your data type. This cannot be done with other programming languages. So such programming languages are strongly typed. This is it about data type in JavaScript.